ball doesn't lie. The ball is the circle. The circle is infinite. The infinite is lies. Our life is a lie. One letter off. What does it mean to believe? What does it mean to live? What word is in the middle of believe? As you tumble, are you humble? Do you know it all? Can you admit that you don't? Do you care to know? Do you care to grow? Do you want to know what's below? No, no, no. Are you of this world or of this world? Are you the pearl or the swine? Be defined and don't whine, just shine.
Welcome back, ballers, to another episode on the Ball Don't Lie channel. Knowledge pays. I see we have a couple people watching. If you could please just give me a thumbs up, just so I can, know that you guys can hear me. I'd really appreciate it. Tommy King says, can't wait till July 22nd, 2025. Leaves of Grass gave me that thumbs up. So you guys can hear me okay? All right, cool. Let's get started. This should be short and sweet, but I want to open by thanking anybody that's tuning in. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe, either as you're entering or on the way out. I really, really appreciate it. But this is part of a series, essentially, where I break down for everybody the codes that I put out on my Patreon and Winnable pages, and looking forward to games that are coming our way, right? So what I'm going to share with you guys are the codes. Sorry, what do you think about Chicago White Sox losing tonight? Code 36. Great finding, Tommy. I have nothing to say about that. I was not aware of that. If I was aware of that upcoming potential, I would have looked at it. So appreciate it, though. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at 3 games tonight in the MLB, now that it's back after the home run hit off, or whatever the hell you want to call it. First one being the Pirates at the Detroit Tigers. Really, what I pointed out was that today, I'm posting this video on the 203rd day of the year, July 22nd, but we're talking about yesterday, Monday, July 21st, which is or was the 202nd day of the year. Well, with a loss to the Pirates, even though the Tigers are a much better team, the Pirates have that Skull and Bones logo, and that matters because Skull and Bones equals 202 in reverse, and last night's games was on the 202nd day of the year. Well, that matters because Skull and Bones also equals 41, doesn't it? So the Tigers can drop to their 41st loss of the season on the 202nd day of the year. You guys see the symbolism? I want to make it bigger just so you guys can see. Notice in the bottom left corner how the Pirates essentially have the exact same logo as Skull and Bones. And notice how Skull and Bones equals 41 and 202 in the base ciphers of Gematria. Where in Pythagorean, Skull and Bones equals 41. The Tigers lost to get their 41st loss of the season, even though they are a much better team overall. And it was on the 202nd day of the year. And what I pointed out to the community was with a loss of the Pirates, who have the Skull and Bones logo and the same numbers on the 202nd day of the year, of course, the Tigers can pick up their 41st loss of the season. And that's exactly what happened. So congrats to those who took advantage of my notes tonight. Next, we're going to look at the Twins at the Dodgers. Notice how this was the first game that Shohei Ohtani was pitching this season. Well, that's interesting because when you measure from his birthday, July 5th, to today's date, July 21st. Well, today's the 22nd now, but I'm talking about yesterday's game. Notice that July 5th to July 21st is a span of 17 days. Well, that's interesting because Shohei equals, he wears number 17, right? And the Dodgers could pick up their 59th win of the season. Well, that matters because that's the 17th prime number. So how perfect. The first game that Shohei is pitching, number 17, he can give the Dodgers their 59th win of the season, the 17th prime, exactly 17 days after his birthday. Come on, guys. The other part of this, too, was looking at the Twins, the Minnesota Twins. Well, Minnesota equals 52. So on top of everything else I just shared, Minnesota can drop to their 52nd loss of the season. Interesting. So sure enough, Dodgers win as well. Now, lastly, we're going to look at the Red Sox at the Phillies. Red Sox Phillies. Why did this game matter? Guess we'll see. Well, I was essentially looking at the base ciphers, once again, of Gematria. Boston equals 22 in reduction or Pythagorean. And it also equals 32 in reverse Pythagorean. So that matters because with a loss, Boston, which equals 22 and 32, would stay on 22 road wins, and the Phillies would pick up their 32nd home win of the season. And that's essentially exactly what happened. I also added here that with a loss, Boston. I'm sorry, you guys. I got some hiccups. Notice that Boston, with the loss, which they did lose tonight, would also pick up their 48th season loss exactly 48 days before their founding date. I mean, pretty much airtight as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. And I hope that you guys appreciated the content. I just want to thank you all for the love and the support. And ultimately, I make these little short videos on Knowledge Pays so people can understand where I'm coming from and what I'm looking at. And sure enough, we swept the board today on the Patreon and Winnable pages. The links are in the description of the video. And looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Tomorrow, or later today for that matter, with Rambo and Cody on Eye to Eye. Until next time, ballers, take care of yourselves.